Hey everyone, Bill and Gary here with KB Tricks.
Hello.
Where are we at, hon? Where are we doing?
We are somewhere in Wisconsin.
I got her stumped on this one.
We're in the middle of the woods somewhere.
I set this up. So we are this group here. This is actually a dual thing. We're at this dual thing. This is the Chippewa Valley Motor Car Association. They operate this train we're going to go on a ride on. And what they do is twice a year during the month of May and the month of September, they have several events on the weekends, maybe sometimes during the week, where they have these other events that you can ride this train for these other fundraisers. In this case, we are here for the National Resources Foundation, and they have a bird watching tour. So we're going to go on this bird watching tour.
We're going to do some birding
with the Chippewa Valley Motor Car Association. I hope you followed that. Let's go.
NRF is a conservation nonprofit organization whose mission is to protect Wisconsin's lands, waters, and wildlife by providing strategic funding, leading partnerships, and connecting all people with nature. The foundation does more than just field trips. Since 1986, NRF has also given back over $10 million in conservation grants.
Going over the river here. Alright, we are at our first stop here, so we're going to get off and see what's going on. So at our first stop here, we are right by the river. So we're checking out some birds, haven't seen anything quite yet, but it's a kind of a pretty view. We're in a little wildlife area along the railroad tracks. All aboard, we are about ready to take off for our next stop. Made our second stop. We're in Erickson, so we're kind of walking into this little prairie area. Let's see what we can find here.
Birds migrated south first, and you think this is a chicken and egg thing, right? But you think about the world as it was. There were these plates that were all stuck together in the middle, right? And they started to drift apart. At one point, the birds were all there in the middle, and it drifted apart, and there was a gap an inch wide. Right? This is a very crude evolutionary explanation. But there was a little bit of water there, right? And then the water got wider and the birds could move back and forth, and it got wider, and then it was a mile across, and then it was 10, and it was 100, it was 1,000 miles across as the millions of years evolved, right? And these plates shifted. The birds shifted with. And at one point, the world got to the point where there was a winter. The birds hit a winter, and they had to decide. There's nothing more to eat. They turned around, they went south. That's why we think it happened and why migration started.
So this is our ride today. So not a traditional train by any means, more of like a motor car situation. But we've got some open air cars, basically just kind of some benches. There are some covered cars too. It's kind of a fun ride. And then this is the engine car. This is what it takes to move this. There's one at the front and also one at the back. This is expected to be about a 5-hour trip. So what do you do when you're out in the middle of the wilderness? The train carries a porta potty on the back. So if you have to go to the bathroom, one is available for us to use at any of our stops. Decided to take a little bit of a walk here. Not really seeing anything for birds. Can hear them all around us, but not seeing anything yet. But it sure is pretty here. Still not seeing much for birds, but I am seeing these beautiful trees with the flowers on them. So we're at our third stop. Still not really seeing much for birds, but you can hear them everywhere. It's kind of nice and peaceful. You can walk around. So a railroad trestle over the river behind me. It's a little slippery, so I didn't want to walk on it, but could have if I wanted to. And It's just kind of nice sitting here, hearing the birds, even though we can't see them. But it's very pretty back here. Here at our next stop, we are right at the banks of the Chippewa River. Across the river is apparently the town of Ella. We are in Maxwell. Very pretty, very tranquil.
That's the landing.
See, the river's got a decent current going.
I don't think it's going to be too many more years.
Hard to see out in the distance though, that is a bald eagle flying. The opposite side of the river, we've got this pretty fern forest. They're just everywhere. We have reached the end of the line. This is our last stop. I don't think we can go any further. So we'll be going backwards.
Okay, we're back from our birding trip with the Natural Resources Foundation in Wisconsin here, along with the Motor Car Association, the Chippewa Valley Motor Car Association. What do you think, hon?
It was interesting. The motor cars, it was kind of fun. I mean, it's all like, I mean, again, it's a different experience. It's like an open air little thing. It doesn't go too fast, but it goes fast enough, and made several stops along the way. Didn't see much for birds. Not that there weren't birds to be seen.
Well, she didn't.
We're just not, I'm just not a birder, so it's like, I mean, we were with some hardcore people with binoculars and lenses that were, you know, this big, and they were seeing all the birds.
Yeah. In fact, they said that they broke the record. Their record before is they found 75 species of birds. This time they counted 77 species. So if you're a birder, this seemed like it was a really good opportunity to go into this. What we'll do is we'll put links for the Natural Resources Foundation and for the Chippewa Valley Motor Car Association. We'll put links of those on in the description so you can check that out, because they both have multiple things. So as I said, the motor cars here, they have 2 of these a day on the weekends between in May and September. So it's not just birding, they have plants or whatever other groups do this. They have these fundraising things, but then also the Natural Resources Foundation, they have like 100 and something other activities around the state that you can go check out. So we'll put that link on there. But did we have fun?
Yeah, it was fun. It was it was different.
Yeah. So I was actually here for work, and Carrie came along to vlog.
Yeah, so that's why you got stuck listening to me drone on.
But this is her first vlog that she shot solo, so give props to her. How'd she do? I'm sure she did well, but we want to thank you for joining us. I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
We hope you join us next time. Until then, good luck and have fun.
See ya.